Yes, the
No
machines
way
go
I'll be
more
able to take a
dangerous.
machine that big
But what do you
down.
want the Sun King to do about it? We have other priorities.
Outlanders hate the Karja, but we work hard as any tribe.
Вітаю, друзі! Це проходження Horizon Zero Dawn. Я бажаю всім приємного перегляду, слава Україні! Поставте вподобаєчку та підпишіться, це дуже важливо. Так, гляну на мапу, що там, де там. Угу. Тут є у нас постриг. Блін, тут я, походу, не був. Ну, давайте так, від великого переміститись потім можна і сюди. Я для того, щоб в разі чого, щоб поближче бути до якогось завдання там і так далі. Зараз їдуть сюди. В першу чергу. Триста метрів. Хто це бігає взагалі? Бурсуки, блін. Це хто? Козел.
Looks good.
Блін, контрольна вежа. А, так вона захоплена. Ось я трохи загубився. Крокодили зимою. І білка.
Fresh as it comes.
І що, по-любому до того крокодила треба йти. Ну, а я що кажу? І він тут не один.
This must be the ruin Laolai was talking about. Deep in. Flooded too, like she said. Snap moss. Probably came from somewhere upriver. Follow the river, find its source. Seems simple enough.
То як ти мене за деревом бахнула?
Useful. Must be the entrance to this den.
Ого! Дуже цікава місцина. А тут у нас з водою, да, непонятка була? Здається, це воно.
These mountains must be the ice rasps. The shaman's path begins somewhere up above.
Так, слідуйте вгору за течією річки. Добре. Вгору за течією, блін. От, блін.
There. That must be where the water's coming from. Looks like something the old ones built. Very cold. I get it.
Та ні, походу тут нема що лізти наверх. Треба спускатися знову вниз. Де у нас замерзше озеро? Ого, ще й риби плавають. Лосось. Стоп, а тут... А.
Gotcha!
Ненсі. ще й ремонтує, йо-моє. Блін, ще одна плюха. Крокодил.
This should give me the edge. Calm, calm.
Блін, ну показує, що наверху. От так. Цікаво. А, ні, такі внизу, блін, ну це... Де та штука, щоб спуститися? Коротше так, треба підніматися, але не до кінця.
Well, somebody wanted in. Really blew this entire ledge off just to get through the door.
Flooding detected. Evacuation recommended. Overflow basin compromised.
The overflow basin. Is that the dent? Looks like a control center. Intake tower malfunction. Drainage system offline. That's probably not good news. Looks like most of the facility is underwater. How did this happen? Floaters. No way I'd be able to swim. I haven't seen one of these since I was a little kid. The lock positions. Helpful.
І так. Ліво, вверх, вниз, вверх, право. Ліво, вверх, вниз.
I wonder if my focus can pick anything up. Hard to see anything, but this room looks like it's packed with old stuff. Might be something useful. Piece is missing. Not getting in here without it. My focus might see something here. Someone's been through here. Not long ago either.
I've become trapped somehow! Why the poor jumping to hear another person stomping about in here? It's like the door is stuck!
Are you alright?
You don't know how happy you just made me. For a moment, I thought my fire was snuffed. My forge gone cold. But nope, nope. Not old Gildan.
You're welcome. Wait. Start from the beginning. What are you doing down here?
Ow! My apologies. When you mostly talk to yourself, you can tell your stories in whatever order you like. There's an artifact in that storage room I simply must acquire. But as you may have noticed, the door won't budge. I took one of those roundish, ringy what's-its from the wall beside the door. No luck. So I had to go with that panel with the button. Even less luck. My gentle experimentation caused the chamber to flood. So I pushed the button again, perhaps a little too enthusiastically. Sparks and smoke. Now, obviously, I came here to investigate. My cautious footsteps may have contributed slightly to the collapse of a bridge. And when the bridge began to collapse, I may have, for the sake of expedience, abandoned the cumbersome ringy what's-it to the waves. By the time I thought to give up the endeavor, the door had closed behind me. And thusly do we come to the present moment.
You said something about an artifact?
Indeed. That storage room is brimming with treasures from the old ones, but one in particular caught my eye. An intricate looking glass. I've only seen one such device before. My old mom brought one back for me from wherever she'd gone to that time. I remember holding it, staring into its face, seeing myself and my mother just over my shoulder, smiling.
And one of these looking glasses. It's in the storage room.
Oh, yes. I'm quite sure. I peered into that dim little chamber, and there it was. I've wanted to find one for so long, Yes, this time I'm sure I have.
Well, there's no way we're getting into that storage room without another ring. It's part of the locking mechanism that controls the door.
You don't say. Well, that's fantastic news. Marvelous, even. You've got two hands. I've got two hands. Perfect! My savior, my salvation, and if you like, why wouldn't you? Of course you will. My accomplice. Together, that ring is as good as ours, and with it, the storage room and its spoils.
Didn't you say you dropped the ring in the water?
Well, I'll grant you that adds a heretofore undiscussed level of complexity to the proceedings.
So you found the button that controls the flow of water.
Quite by accident.
And then you broke that button.
Also, quite by accident.
The panel's the only way to shut this place down, as far as I can tell. This isn't gonna be easy.
That storage room is filled, top to bottom. Would you be surprised to find the parts you need in there? I certainly wouldn't be.
So, we need to replace that ring and get into the storage room. Then I can fix the panel and shut this place down.
And I can finally wrap my fingers around that looking glass.
Okay, Belden. How are we gonna get that ring?
2 sets of hands, girl. 2 sets of hands. Behind us lie a pair of enormous gates, but I believe the gates must be operated in tandem. Together, we can dry this place out.
Guess we better get started then.
I guess we better.
От старий передун, начудив, тепер розгрібай.
Up ahead, girl. See the valve? Time to put our hands to use. I'll take care of this one. There's another valve on the other side to lock the gate in place. Would you mind heading across and doing the honors? You know, I'm reminded of a delve I undertook out near the claim. Stone ruin, cloud call, and lake fire. It's been 13 levels. Nothing but no wall. Bearing the weight of the level above. Filled out with all the console and those enormous busted out old world trucks. You know the ones with the 4 wheels?
Tub of stagnant water. Charming.
Suppose that's what they were for, do you? Marvelous! You made it! Now grab that valve and give it a spin!
On it.
A little more now, and I should be able to get the blasted gate moving!
There. You should be able to lower the gate.
Huh? Right you are! Now, when I get this gate down, you'll need to turn the valve again. Ought to lock this thing in place.
One gate down.
Halfway through then, aren't we? To the second gate! A ladder is a rare and special thing, girl. Can depend on it to take you exactly where you need to go, and no further. I'd wager the valves for the second sluice gate are somewhere above us. How are we gonna get up there?
Let me look around. See what I can find.
Знайдіть шлях до других шлюзових воріт. Так, добре.
Looks like I could jump across on that rickety western platform.
Що?
Might find a way up.
Не ходь.
It's too strong. I can't swim against it. It's even less refreshing than it looks.
Ви поняли, яка фігня, блін. Так, ну це все. Окей, типу. Мені тепер що, типу, треба стрибнути?
Blazing forge, girl! Careful! Don't want you drowning in this ruin now, do we?
I'll shake it out later.
Nice jump! Nice! What am I saying? That was stupendous!
Full already.
Never seen such absolute disregard for personal safety.
Thanks, I think.
You're close, girl. Just spring across the gap. Ah, you're right above me. Just send that ladder on down.
Look out below.
Now, we've done this once before. Could be as easy as falling down a hole. If you take the valve on the other side.
Let's set up the same on this side. There should be some access to it.
Блін, ну, напевне, сюди.
This is my sort of delve.
Блін,
Ага, Гілден.
не сюди.
Okay, Gilden, turn the valve.
It's not working! Damn thing's too heavy. Glance behind me, would you? See anything big and, broken?
Противагу. Де я тобі найду, блін, противагу?
Looks like part of the counterweight broke off. If I can get up there, my weight might be enough to get it moving again. Hang on, okay? I've got a plan. I need to get up higher. Gotta climb up that wreckage. That's pretty much what I do now. Jump straight to the counterweight from here. And I could climb higher, but I wouldn't.
І хрена не розумію.
The drop!
Going down.
Ну, ти прям тону важиш, Елой. Знайти клацетрубня.
Snap maw! It's a snap maw! Very, very big snap maw!
I see it, Gildan.
Very big, very, very big!
Just stay out of the way.
Forge, forgive me. What if that snap maw swallowed that ring we're after? Just gobbled it right up.
We'll find out after I've killed it.
Заховався паскудь.
It's dead.
Marvelous. So, the ring. Maybe if you pry its jaws open and reach inside,
You're right.
I can't look.
This thing did swallow the ring.
That's the old Gildan intuition in action. It's never led me astray. Sure, its chosen routes can be a bit circuitous, but never mind. To the storage room. To the spoils. Ooh, what's in here? More old world treasures, perhaps?
We
This
drained
place
enough water
is
for what
full
we
of
need to
surprises.
do, but
Should we have a look?
I wonder if I could empty out the whole dam. Pipes, valves. Maybe I can drain the rest of the water from here.
Так, до центру
Need a
управління.
lead. Focus might find something. All right, time to get the flow going to the right place.
I say this as a man typically enamored of complexities, but this looks like it might be a little much for me.
Don't worry, I think I've got this.
Music to my ears. To each job, its proper tool. Toothpicks make horrible arrows, as the saying goes.
Нічого собі, ребуса. Коротше, потім.
I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait! Almost there! Soon I'll hold the looking glass in my hand, just like Mom and I used to.
Так, ліво, вверх, низ.
What, what are you doing with your hands there, girl?
Вверх, вправо.
I can't believe that worked. I thought you lost your mind.
Should have brought a
tickling the
cart.
empty air like that.
Okay, let's fix the panel and shut this place down.
Where is it? Where did it go?
I mean, this is it. We get to play
Could have
together,
sworn I saw one in here.
maybe 2 more times? Nah, shit. Farewell to...
Gilden? Everything okay?
I was so sure I saw it. The looking glass. I was so sure. Right there in the window. I was... Of course. Trick of the light. Nothing at all.
I'm sorry, Gilden. It must have meant a lot to you.
Oh, well. Much as any artifact of the old ones would mean to me, really. It's fine. I'm fine. Besides, what are the spoils compared to the delve? That's why we do it, girl. The delve, not the treasure. And what a delve it was! Ugh. By the great blazing forge, I'll never forget that. Now then, I believe we have some repairs to make.
Замкніть елемент живлення.
Oh, that's a whole lot prettier, isn't it? What does it mean?
It means it worked.
By the forge! Ha! You are a wonder! Do you hear that often? I'll hazard a guess you do.
I've heard something like that once or twice.
Oh, she's modest now. A master of the arts of the old ones, a delver to shame the entire claim, and she wants to be modest. Ha!
It's not like I did it alone, Gilden.
No. No, I suppose not.
So what's next for you? On your way back to the claim?
And deprive the people of Song's Edge the story of this encounter? Perish the thought! I'll stay there a while longer. But a story is best told by all who encountered it. Come and lend a hand, won't you?
Overflow basin empty. Interior accessible. Minimal flood damage.
Sounds like the basin is dried out too. Maybe I'll take a look.
Another adventure so soon? You're braver than me. There was no question of that.
Ой-ой-ой-ой! Да.
Water's low. And going by that sound, I think Lala's already at the door.
Стежка шамана. Така спільна таємниця. Значить мені сюди. Персоня. Розвертаємося. Так, окей. А як мені... Ага, наверх, типу, і далі. Угу. Давай, Елой! А що там тоді внизу, блін, з тими трубами? Головоломка ще якась була. Коротше, то вже якось іншим разом. Можливо. Я ж не маю прям все, блін, закрити тут. Так, друзі, тим, хто, може, любить все так дотошно закривати всі завдання, то я точно не той, кого вам треба дивитися. Козлик. Так, ось це дорога. Я ж їх знищив.
Americanus, the magnificent American black bear. Brought to you by Montana Recreations.
Beautiful. How fierce you must have been. That fur. You never even felt the cold, did you? If he hadn't preserved you, would anyone even know you disappeared?
I'd have to ditch something.
Так, ну що, нажимаю для вас паузу.
Hello, an outlander at the shrine of forgotten beasts. Welcome. I'm Enjuk.
Eloi. The shrine of what?
When the old world still breathed, a great man built a tiny totem to this beast and stored the visage inside. When the totem is placed on the pedestal, the animal is painted onto the empty air, and the beast lives again. Well, almost.
There are 7 pedestals. Where are the other 6 figurines?
I found this one in the wilds, remembered the indentations in the pedestals here, and saw how they matched the base of the totem. But as you say, it's one of 7, isn't it? The great Montana Recreations must have made more, but time has scattered them.
So these totems, the images they show are of animals that no longer exist. They're gone, like the old ones.
So it seems. To think such magnificent creatures are lost to us, that we never even knew they were here. We rely as much on beasts as we do on machines. For food, for warmth, but do we study them with the same fervor? I do. For example, I have this theory about foxes. Why do foxes have red fur? Think about what they eat.
Meat?
Raw meat. Bloody meat. See? Natural causation. Logical connections. It only makes sense.
You've thought a lot more about foxes than I have. I should get going.
Of course, of course. I've taken up so much of your time already. But I don't suppose you could keep an eye out for more figurines?
If I run across any, I'll bring them your way.
Ну що ж, дякую за увагу. На сьогодні це все. Продовжимо в наступній серії. Цікаво. Я вже забув, як то цікаво. Насправді сюжет в даній грі. Але він досить таки цікавий. Захоплює і хочеться продовжувати. Дякую за увагу, па-па.